Hey guys, it's Drew again. I want to do something a little different today. I just wanted to show some baseball cards. So I picked out all of my Hall of Fame rookie cards from 1970 going back. So let's check it out. There's many different types of collectors out there. There's guys that are player collectors, set collectors, rookie card collectors, only tops and Bowman, oddball collectors, pre-war collectors, modern collectors, numbered, patch, game used, all sorts of different things. And you guys probably are in one of those categories that I just mentioned. I don't really know what I am. I just know that I like what I like, and that's what I try to go for. I try to enjoy the different cards I have. But I've always thought, rookie cards are a huge part. They're sort of a cornerstone of our hobby. And I was thinking about what to show off, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take all of my Hall of Fame rookie cards and show them off. And as I started looking through, I was kind of surprised. And even though I know my collection well, but if you go back from 1979 back, I only have 10. 10, that's it. Out of all the Hall of Famers that are out there, you would think I would have other ones, even low-grade ones or ones that aren't too expensive, but no, I only have 10. So I wanted to show those off to you. So I'm going to go back in time showing you a rookie card Hall of Famer from 1970 back. And actually, if you go back, the first one I have is actually 1969. I don't have the Reggie Jackson, but what I do have in 1968 is I do have my Nolan Ryan. Now, let me tell you about this card. This Nolan Ryan card is it's a super special card to me because Nolan Ryan was the one guy that when I was growing up, he bridged the gap between what I called vintage and guys that I actually saw play. I actually saw Nolan Ryan pitch in a game when I was a kid. And I remember him, especially in the 90s when he was becoming older, but he was still out there, 5,000 strikeouts, 7 no-hitters, Robin Ventura with a headlock, all that stuff, the thing that made him from just a great player to like this legendary thing. But when you looked in Beckett, his rookie card was before I was even born, and there was nobody else out there like that. Other guys I saw play like Yount or George Brett or Dave Winfield, all those guys, but they were all played after I was born. But Nolan Ryan he predated my birth. So I always thought this would be like the pinnacle of rookie cards. And when I finally got this, it was just such a big thing. And I love it. I still love it today. So there's my version, 1968 Nolan Ryan rookie card. Going back, and remember, 1968, I'm going to skip all the way back because going back to the next year, it's actually 1956. I have no other rookie cards in the 60s and none from the second half of the 50s. But 1956, because I have the complete set, and this I took straight out of my binder. But this is the Luis Aparicio rookie card from 1956. I love this card. I really do. I don't know if I have any other Aparicios, but I love this card. I love the youthfulness on his face, the little grin. He's just excited to be on a baseball card, and who wouldn't be? I love the action shot of him, the colors on it, and it's just a great card. It's actually one of my favorites, and this is a card that I actually rotate in my case sometimes because I love it that much. So 1956 Luis Aparicio. Going back, I actually have from the previous year, 1955, I do have the Harmon Killebrew rookie card. And this one's special to me because one of my best friends in the world is a huge Twins fan, and it's a big deal for me to have a card of sort of like that legendary player that is from his team. So, Sean, if you're watching this, I'm showing this one for you, and I have this one not because of for you, but I do think about it when I think about Harmon Killebrew and what he was for the Minnesota fans for all those different years. So there's my Harmon Killebrew from 1955. Sticking with 1955, boy, I remember when I got this card because this was a big, big deal to me. But when I completed the set, this was one of the final cards I got was a Sandy Koufax. I love Koufax. I actually have the whole Koufax run of all of his Topps cards, and I just love his sort of the mystery behind what could he have been. Would he have declined if he stayed? What if he had the medicine that we had today, but he didn't. He retired young, youngest player ever to be voted into the Hall of Fame. He was only 35 years old when he went into the Hall of Fame, and I absolutely love having this card. Also in 1955, and I've shown this one many times, but why wouldn't I show it again, is my Roberto Clemente. Great story of how I got this card, how much I paid for it, and I just love this card. I'll never get rid of it. If I always go down and I get down to my final 10, this one definitely will still be in that. Even it'll be really hard to get rid of the other ones, but this will be in my top 10 by far. And then going back in time, back to only one year, 1954, I've got my Hank Aaron rookie card. This one I got from a good friend of mine who's a dealer, and I asked him, I said, what do you think one would run? And this was years ago, and he's like, well, I think I have a bead on one. And he found it, and he knew what I would like. And this one is a beautiful copy. It's centered fairly well. Color's great, very little snowing. The only thing is there's a mark on the back. It's sort of a stamp right in the middle. And but that took the grade way, way down to a price that I could afford. And plus the fact that this was years and years ago. But I love having the Hank Aaron rookie card because it's really like cornerstone in any collection if you happen to have one. Then going back a few more years, goes back to 1951. And I've got the 1951 Money Irvin from the Topps set, and it's just a card I happen to have. My wife gave me this years ago for Christmas, and I love having it. It's the only representation. No, I do have another card from this set, but this sort of starts out with a whole Topps run, and it's just a great card to have, so really enjoy that one. And this one I've shown recently because I just got this back recently, but this is a 1949 Bowman Gil Hodges, and I absolutely love this card for a lot of reasons. The story behind it, if you don't know where or how I got this card, I retold the story in the live stream with Alex at Bowman 53 last week, so go back and check that out. But this card I've actually owned twice, and I'm super happy to have it, and I will not own it the third time because I'm not giving this one up. So I'd love to have that one. Then going back only one more year, in 1948, I've got the Stan Musial. And just happy to have this card. It's a great example of it. There's a little staining or something on the bottom. It almost looks like there was a fire or something. It's not lit, but there's this dark little mark. Doesn't bother me whatsoever, especially because it's a black and white card. I love that his hat's slightly too big. Musial is a big player for me, and I'm really happy to have this. And then the oldest rookie card of a Hall of Famer that I have in my collection, probably not going to surprise any of you, but it's 1941 Play Ball Pee Wee Reese. So that's my collection. It's only 10, and I'm okay with that. I don't really know if there's any others I want to add to my collection. But I think I'm going to do another video coming up, and I'm going to show all my post-1970, because I have a lot more from when I was growing up. So from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and so on. So I'll do another video at some point showing those off. But I did want to get these vintage out there and show them off to you. So let me know what you think. Which one was your favorite? Which ones do you have? Which one do you wish for? And I just love showing this stuff off, and that's what we're about, is sharing our cards and our collection. So I appreciate you giving me the time, coming along for the journey. But until next time, you guys be good.